Hello to my beautiful collectors out there. Welcome to my channel, Astro Cheryl, and this is your monthly forecast for August 2026. Hello there. Okay, we are in eclipse season, all right? So, um, just so you know, this might be a difficult time for some of us. We may be um, interacting with people who may be aggressive, just so you know. So don't take it personally because everyone is going through something at this time because the eclipse have a tendency to make things more potent. Okay? So just so you know, before we get into the dynamics of the forecast, I'm sorry I didn't have my um, transmitter close to me, so what you may hear may be low in volume. Um, but anyway, I'm going to keep it moving. So we start eclipse season on the 12th of August, which is a new moon, and it's going to be at 20 degrees of Leo. Okay, so wherever Leo is in your chart, this is where the dynamics are going to be happening for you. And we have a full moon and a partial lunar eclipse at 27 degrees in, no, at 4 degrees. I'm sorry, it's going to be on the 27th at 4 degrees 54 seconds in the sign of Pisces. Okay, so we're going to start out with this new moon. And you know, the new moon is about planting new seeds. A solar eclipse is like seeds being shot, being shot out of a cannon, you know, because it's going to be pressurized or on steroids, something of that nature. Okay, you get the same fresh start energy, but it's faster, louder, and less negotiable. Okay, so just beware of your own presence when you're doing your day to day activities. So, eclipses tend to accelerate what's already ripening in your life. So, whatever you've been working on, thinking about, trying to do, this is where the eclipse is going to be focused. So this could be like a job you've outgrown, the relationship that's ready to deepen, and the creative projects you keep postponing, things of that nature. Okay? Eclipses rarely bring something out of nowhere. That's a Uranus thing. They bring the inevitable that will come, but it's coming sooner. Okay, so you can expect the effects to unfold over the next 6 months because this is usually the growth period here. All right, the big deal with the eclipse is because of the three other parties in the mix. Yes, we have three other big planets playing around with this eclipse energy. Okay, so we have the sun, which rules Leo. Okay, so a solar eclipse here hits the heart of the target because you know Leo is all about self, loving self, fun, and just ego energy. Okay, so Leo rules over self expression, confidence, creativity, romance, children, and leadership, which is the whole business of being seen and shining. So, this is Leo's energy, being seen and shining, and be in a position of authority wherever Leo is. Okay? When the ruler of visibility itself goes dark with this eclipse, and then returns, the message is hard to miss. An old version of how you shine is ending as a truer one can begin. Okay, so this stellium, it's rare, but we have Mercury, Jupiter. They're both traveling through Leo alongside the eclipsed sun and moon, which means that there are a concentration and an enormous amount of celestial energy in one sign. Okay? So there's lots of work going on in that particular area. So Mercury brings the word, the ideas, and the announcements. Jupiter brings the growth and the luck. Okay? Together, they turn from a solo note, ah, into a whole chord. Okay, if you're into music, that's how you can look at this stellium here. Okay, so we have Jupiter entering Leo on June the 30th and will stay there until July 2027. Okay, expanding everything. Leo touches. The eclipse lights up for the long haul. So whatever begins in August on the 12th has a benefactor behind it, Jupiter, for the next year. So lots of wonderful things could be showing up for all of you, but in particularly the fixed signs. Okay, we have Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio in particularly. All right, but there's going to be some good stuff for all of the signs as we move forward into this energy. Okay, so this is the intro to August, and I'm going to start working on the individual charts. So see you on the other side. Hello to my beautiful Libra risings out there. Welcome to my channel, Astro, and this is your monthly forecast for August 2026. All right, I did an introduction about eclipse season because this is where we are at this very moment into eclipse season. So please look at the introduction. I'm sharing a bit more about this eclipse than I'm going to share in your actual forecast, Libra rising. Okay, so we're just going to get into where the eclipse is in your chart and what it has in store for you. Okay, so on the 12th, we have a new moon at 20 degrees of Leo, and this is the solar eclipse here. And we have a full moon on the 27th at 4 degrees 54 seconds of Pisces, and this is a partial lunar eclipse. Okay, so let's get into it. August the 12th, the new moon solar eclipse happens in Leo in your 11th house. Okay, so this eclipse is releasing outdated friendships or groups that don't honor your heart, while new, more aligned connections are being formed. You need to shine, and as your true self grows stronger. And any social settings where you must dim your light becomes difficult to maintain. Okay? Now, the 11th house is about large organizations, large group affiliations, also your work groups as well. This is where the people in your group settings can bring your hopes and wishes to fruition. Okay? So here, let's see, you may have opportunities to lead in your communities, networks, or causes that can appear So it's time to step up with courage and creativity. You may feel pushed to take risks for what you truly want instead of following a path chosen mainly to please others, which is good. Let's see. Now, this is the new moon solar eclipse. Now, on the 27th, we have the full moon partial lunar eclipse. And this is happening in your sixth house of daily routine, your health, your workplace, being of service to others. All right, so you may experience work-related shifts such as projects endings, job changes, or realization that your current workload isn't suitable. You may want to invest in new healthy habits, treatments, or take more time to rest. You may change your daily routine by dropping a draining pattern or committing to a gentler, more supportive rhythm. Adding smart routines that honor your sensitivity instead of punishing them is the goal for you this month and over the course of the next 6 months, because eclipse season, just like every new moon and full moon, you're going to have to wait the course of 6 months to see the results. Okay? So take care of your health, because we have Pisces in your sixth house, and just know that Pisces is a boundless energy, so it tends to want to heal, fix, care for. So it's time to set boundaries here. Know how far you want to go and stop before you go there. Because that could, cause some drain, stress, burnout type of situation for you. Okay, Libra rising. This is your forecast for August 2026. And until next time, bye for now. Good luck.